He conquered most of Europe before the age of 35. He rewrote the laws of entire nations. He turned a ragged revolutionary army into the most feared military force the world had ever seen. And then, in just 6 years, he lost it all. This is the story of Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who came closest to ruling the world. Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, on the island of Corsica, a place so small, so remote, that most French people had never even heard of it. His family was minor nobility, but barely. They had a title, but almost no money. Young Napoleon was different from the other children. He was obsessed with military history, strategy, and mathematics. At just 9 years old, he was sent to a military school in mainland France. Alone, speaking barely any French, surrounded by children who mocked his accent and his island background. But Napoleon didn't break. He studied harder than anyone else. He graduated top of his class in artillery. France was in chaos. The revolution had destroyed the old order, but left nothing stable in its place. Armies were poorly organized. Generals were political appointees, not warriors. Napoleon saw the opportunity. At just 24, he led a brilliant campaign in Toulon that drove out the British fleet and saved the revolution. He was promoted to brigadier general overnight. Then came Italy. With a starving, demoralized army, men without shoes, without food, without hope, Napoleon launched a campaign that shocked all of Europe. In 1 year, he defeated Austria, seized northern Italy, and forced peace on his own terms. He was 27 years old. The world was watching. By 1804, Napoleon was Emperor of the French, not a king chosen by God, but a man who had seized power through sheer force of will and genius. He reformed France completely. He created the Napoleonic Code, a set of laws still used in dozens of countries today. He built roads, reformed education, stabilized the economy. At his peak, Napoleon controlled territory from Spain to Poland. He placed his brothers on the thrones of Spain, Holland, and Westphalia. He was not just a conqueror, he was a builder of civilization. Then came the fatal mistake. In 1812, Napoleon invaded Russia with the largest army Europe had ever seen, 685,000 soldiers. Russia refused to fight. Instead, they retreated and burned everything behind them. Napoleon reached Moscow and found it empty, on fire. There was nothing to conquer, no enemy to defeat, no food to eat. The Russian winter arrived early. Temperatures dropped to minus 37 degrees Celsius. Men froze in their sleep. Horses collapsed. Of the 685,000 soldiers who entered Russia, fewer than 100,000 made it back. Napoleon's aura of invincibility was shattered. Napoleon was exiled twice, first to Elba, a small island off Italy. He escaped after 10 months. For 100 days, he ruled France again. But at Waterloo on June 18, 1815, his final defeat came. This time, the Allies sent him somewhere he could never escape from. St. Helena, a tiny island in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean, 2,000 kilometers from the nearest coast. He died there in 1821 at 51 years old. Was he a hero or a tyrant? A liberator or a conqueror? Perhaps he was all of these things at once. What is certain is this: no one in history has risen higher, fallen harder, or left a deeper mark on the world than Napoleon Bonaparte.